Hello, welcome here. In the last lecture, we have specified type for a navigation prop, which is a native stack header props. In this lecture, we'll continue with our navigation implementation and we'll implement bottom navigation. So we'll have here tabs on the bottom of the screen. We'll have a tab here for a home screen, and also tab for a planner screen. Okay, so back into our Visual Studio Code, let's see our navigation. So navigation folder index.tsx. And first thing, I will create here a separate component for our stack navigator. Okay, we can create it down here under our navigation. I can remove this empty line, we don't need it. And here I will create a stack navigator and I will call it the root navigator. You can call it as you want. Okay, this line actually I will move. I'll remove it for a stack and I will move it here, okay? And then I will simply create a root navigator function. I'll call it root navigator, like this, which will be basically just a wrapper for this stack navigator here. Okay, so I will copy everything from here, copy it, remove it, I'll move it to the root navigator. Okay, and I will provide a root navigator to a navigation container, so I'll provide it here, like this. Root navigator. Okay, so we are missing here a couple of things. Root navigator cannot be used as a JSX component. We have forgot again to return here. Never forget when you're returning, when you're creating functional components, you need to specify a return for the JSX you are returning. Okay, so here it always has to have this. Okay, so let's copy this tag navigator, copy, remove, and let's move it to the return. And we can indent it properly. Okay, so our root navigator, which is basically stack navigator, we are providing it here. Okay, so we have our root navigator, we can save it, we can go to our simulator. Everything should work as before. You can refresh with the R keyword and you can see everything is working indeed as before. Perfect. Okay, now to the bottom navigator. I will open here a new tab in my window. So Ctrl-T or Command-T to open a new tab and I will install here one package. Back to our coordinator for a second because I would like to copy the name of this React navigation. Okay, let's copy it. Let's go back to terminal and let's run here npm install React navigation /bottom-tabs. Okay, so we need to install this package for a bottom tabs. Okay, this will take just a few seconds. I will wait until it's done and then we'll continue in our navigation. In our navigation file. So back to our code here and we'll import here one more package. This package is called create bottom tab navigator. So import create bottom tab navigator like this. Okay, so similarly as we have a stack navigator, we will have a bottom navigator. We'll go with the same approach. We'll create here a bottom navigator. So let's write here const bottom tab, we can call it. And let's call here a function create bottom tab navigator, the same as with the stack we have up here. Then we'll create here a function. We can call it bottom navigator, bottom tab navigator, bottom tab navigator. All right, we'll return here JSX. Don't forget about it this time. Okay, return. And this will be very simple. We'll create here a bottom navigator, and every bottom navigator will have a bottom tab screens. Okay, so let's write here bottom tab dot navigator like this, and here in a bottom tab navigator we'll provide some screens. Okay, so here will be bottom tab dot screen. Actually, bottom tab dot screen like this. Let's provide here a self-closing brackets like this, bottom tab screen. And here in the bottom tab screen, we need to specify, same as with the stack, we need to specify the name of the screen and also component. So it will be the same. So we'll copy it from here. Name home, component home screen. So let's provide it here like this. Okay, there are some indentation issues like this. Okay, now let's copy bottom tab screen, paste it under, and this will be our planner screen. So let's copy everything from a planner. This will be planner and a planner screen. And let's get it here. Okay, and that's our bottom tab navigator. Also, we can specify also initial root name as we did here. This will be our home. So our default tab, which will be displayed in our application, will be home. Okay, so we can specify initial root name. and it will be home. Okay, now we have this bottom tab navigator, and we also have stack navigator where we have 2 stacks screens. Now we don't need these stack screens because the screens are part of a bottom navigator. Okay, so we need to define here a new stack screen, and the stack screen will be our bottom tab navigator. Okay, may sound confusing, but just remove one stack screen here. We can remove initial root name, we don't need it now, because we will have only one screen, which will be our bottom tab navigator, and we'll specify here name. Optional name, whatever you want, I will specify it as a root, okay? And here as a component can be the bottom tab navigator, and the part of the bottom tab navigator are 2 screens, like this. So guys, that's how you need to nest it. I know from the beginning it can be confusing, but that's how you need to get it done. Remember navigation container. In navigation container, we have a stack navigator, and the part of the stack screen of the stack navigator is bottom tab navigator, and bottom tab navigator specifying 2 tab screens, home screen and a planner screen. So when you will save it now, guys, you can go back to simulator. You will see you have a home screen and a planner screen. There are no icons because we didn't specify any icon, but I can click at these icons and I can navigate between the screens. I can also go by button and you can see everything is working. Okay, go home, go planner, and everything is working. And now you can see it and here in your simulator that we have a root navigator, which is a stack navigator, and part of the stack navigator is our bottom tab navigator, which is a planner screen or home screen. Okay? Alright guys, so that's gonna be it from this lecture. Any questions related to this, keep asking. We'll be talking also about this topic in the next lectures. So I hope to see you in the next lecture, and thank you for watching. Cheers.